The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi, friends, and a most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. Welcome into the Delaware Hockey Network's coverage of University of Delaware Men's Division I Blue Hens hockey. live on the 412, presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg tonight. The Blue Hens bring a 5-game win streak back in front of a home crowd. This is game 2 of a 6-game homestand for the Blue Hens, and they look to complete a season series sweep over their very familiar rivals, the Seawolves of Stony Brook University. Hi to you all. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications press box atop the stands at Fred Rust Arena. Solid showing for the Blue Hens on home ice. Figuring out the Seawolves here this season. They've beaten them 3 times in 3 meetings to this point, including yesterday's 2-1 defeat of Stony Brook, which saw Tommy Tracy put the game-winning goal past Matvey Kazakov midway through the second period. Hens looking to carry that momentum, which has gotten them 5 straight wins into this evening's tilt. And without further ado, we'll take you right to the Limestone Pension Associates lineup cards. On the Delaware side, again, 5-game win streak as mentioned. Tommy Tracy will start along with Luke Doshin and Pat Meckel. On the front line, we'll see it will be Riley Donor and Ivan Sidoriak handling starting defensive duties tonight for the Blue Hens. Jacob Snellenberg, man, has he been hot lately. 7-2-0 on the year. Goals against average has come down to about 1.7 after his win yesterday. And he's recording a .933 save percentage to this point in this season. Just lights out net minding from the sophomore from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania to this point in the season. On the Stony Brook side of the red line, the troubles continue for Chris Garofalo's Seawolves. 4-10-2. They're 0-4-1 in their last 5 games. Scott Barnicow is going to try to turn it around between the pipes. He's 2-3-1 on the year with a .355 goals against average and a save percentage of .911 on the year. James Kazicki will be flanked by Victor Nikiforov and leading scorer Justin Nakagawa. On the front line, we'll see Nolan Town and Andrew Mancini. Town with the assist on Mateo Data's goal yesterday, getting starting defensive duty for the Seawolves. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. As always, you can go to limestonepension.net to learn more. Proud supporters of the Delaware Hockey Network for the past few seasons, and our title sponsor all season long, the Law Office of Long and Greenberg, committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. Schedule your free consultation by visiting injuryde.com or call 302-466-5664. We're going to take a timeout here as the ice is prepared for the second half of our Saturday doubleheader. The Delaware Men's Division 1 Blue Hens taking on Stony Brook. It's coming up next on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the Law Office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network for the second half of our Saturday Twin Bill. The stands at Fred Rust Arena have filled up quite a bit in the last few minutes as the University of Delaware Blue Hens are in search of their fourth win this season against the Stony Brook University Seawolves. Hi to you all. I'm James Witherite. Sydney Butler, our videographer today. A tip of the hat to the rest of the crew. Associate Executive Producer Molly Jo Rosen. Assistant Producer Broadway Joe Sindoni. And everybody behind the scenes. On behalf of them all, glad to have you with us here on the Delaware Hockey Network. And we're going to head inside the glass right now for the Limestone Pension Associates starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association and the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League present a men's Division I matchup between the visiting Stony Brook University Seawolves and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Seawolves of Stony Brook University, coached by Chris Garofalo. Starting in goal, number 1, Scott Barnacow. On defense, number 5, Nolan Town. And number 6, Andrew Mancini. Starting at left wing, number 23, Victor Nikiforov. At right wing, number 13, Justin Nakagawa. And starting at center, number 70, James Kazicki. And now let's meet the starting 6 for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, a sophomore from Meadowbrook, Pennsylvania, number 35, Jacob Snellenberg. At left wing, a junior from Parker, Colorado, number 15, Luke Doshin. At right wing, a senior from Finksburg, Maryland, number 11, Patrick Meckel. Starting at center, a freshman from Mount Airy, Maryland, number 28, Tommy Tracy. On defense, a senior from Hershey, Pennsylvania, number 18, Riley Donor. And a senior from Wilmington, Delaware, your captain, number 20, Ivan Sidoria. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer, Jason Baines, and Eric Sterren, assisted by student manager Anthony Mazzio. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Brent Kendall and John Poling, and linesmen Adam Gottwald and Steve Cannon. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Set for a Saturday night from Fred Rust Arena. The crowd reaches a fever pitch. The Delaware Blue Hens making their final preparations in search of a 6th consecutive win. Delaware traveling left to right in the opening period in their home whites, royal blue helmets, royal blue pants, blue sleeves, big block Helvetic and narrow, blue numbers on the back. Super easy to read from anywhere in the barn. And they'll be backstopped, as mentioned, by Jacob Snellenberg, who brings a 7-2-0 record into this contest. A goals against average well under 2, and a .933 save percentage kept intact after his 14 save on 15 shot performance last night. Play begins with Stony Brook controlling the initial draw. James Kazicki stood up at the blue line. This puck is pushed back into Seawolf territory. Pursued by Luke Doshin, turned by Nakagawa. Up the far boards ahead to Kazicki. He gains center before being flipped off his feet by Tracy in pursuit of the vulcanized rubber. And the Hens set up in their own zone. Nakagawa floats the puck behind the goal, around to Kazicki. This held in by Mancini at the right point. Thrown in from distance, caught by Snellenberg, and we've got our first stoppage, 32 seconds into the opening period of play from Fred Rust Arena, and both sides will get some fresh legs on the ice. The pace of this game likely to be incredibly fast from both sides. Anastasio and Tanner Mahoney in for the second face-off of the game, and this is controlled by Delaware's Will Gould. He chips the puck off the glass, batted down by Guelph, walked in by Mahoney, 2-on-1, Rodriguez, hard shot, saved by Barnacow. A-grade chance right out the gate for the Blue Hens. D-zone turnover, net front feed to Rodriguez. Off the steal from Guelph, didn't connect from in close. Barnacow sealed off the near post. Here's Guelph again. He flips the puck behind him to Jay Luce, working low in the zone. Mahoney, net front again. Rodriguez bothered amid that close-up shot. Barnacow with 3 rapid-fire saves just 68 seconds into the game. Will Gould off the cross-ice feed, drives the puck in low. It bounces past the reach of Ryan Rodriguez. It's steered back to him by Mahoney, but Rodriguez is bodied off the puck by Frank Anastasio. Battle for the puck continues in the far corner of the Stony Brook zone. It's brought down by Joey Trezera. Trezera waits a beat, cross-ice pass to Mike Rocco. Puck stolen from him by Daniel Berg, the Angelino, back in the lineup for the University of Delaware after being out of action for the first half of the season. DeBolt couldn't work through traffic in the high slot. Puck is shoveled by Zerilli ahead to Minerva, tipped over the blue line. He heads off for a changing of the guard as pursuing is Eddie Molfetto. Kowalski lines up a shot from the left point. Snellenberg responds in kind with his second save of the game, just 2 minutes. Minus a second into action from Fred Rust Arena, and the face-off comes to Snelly's right. Guido and Zerilli meet for the following draw. Delaware victorious in the face-off circle again. DeBolt drives the puck in deep. Diaz protects in the near corner for the Hens, but his centering pass was right into the path of Christian Malik, wearing number 11 for Chris Garofalo's Stony Brook Seawolves. His centering feed broken up by Berg, hanging close to home on defense. Straubinger steps up near side. Reaching for the puck was Guido, played behind the cage. DeBolt couldn't push it free. It was held in by Brendan Fess for Stony Brook at the right point. Taken away by Straubinger. He skates up ice. Malik bodies him into the far glass, and then a collision away from the puck after a dump and change for Delaware. Pulling back on the Stony Brook end is Dylan Kowalski as we near the 3-minute mark of a back and forth first period so far. No score to this point. Infanger shovels the puck over the Stony Brook blue line. It's pursued by the Quebecois Louis-Mathieu Ruel. This comes around to Sidoriak. A glass-rattling hit from Liebold. Those two about 50-50 in that battle for the puck at the near half wall, but the vulcanized rubber squeaked away. Heightshouse off his backhand hacks the puck in. It's steadied by the stick of Barnacow. Pursuing was Infanger, but Mancini turns away from him and finds space up the right side to clear the zone. It comes back down at the Delaware blue line. Donor to Sidoriak. Back in it goes. Sidoriak short again, red to avoid the icing, but Mancini left this for Kowalski behind the net. Tracy gained the puck below the cage, tried to set up Doshin in the high slot to no avail. Solid chance for Stony Brook's Kyle DePalma off the turnover, He was effectively all alone with Snellenberg. Jacob Snellenberg with the save, another one there, denying Nolan Town from distance. Here comes Meckel, 2-on-2. He's stood up by Mancini at the Stony Brook blue line. Puck skitters in to the Seawolves zone. Coming up near side is Gould. He let a shot go from the near half wall, but it was high over the crossbar, tipped into the corner by Barnakow. Nakagawa was bodied down in front of the Stony Brook bench. Don't think there was any ill intent there at all from Jay Luce, but Nakagawa is down and medical personnel are being called immediately to the ice as Justin Nakagawa is down supine in front of his own bench. Not showing any signs of getting up, and Chris Garofalo looking to see if there's going to be anything to come of this, and likewise the officials conferring as well. We are going to take a timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network, and we certainly hope to report back with good news back in just a few here on the DHN. Elegant, luxurious, one of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Nakagawa still being attended to, head being stabilized. We're actually going to watch this again on replay as Nakagawa is helped up. We're going to see it at half speed. Here Nakagawa. The puck was there, just driven hard by Luce, who stood a good few inches above him. Nakagawa is going to be helped off the ice. Looked to be clean contact from here with 15 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this first period. Is now Pat Meckel discusses the matter further with referees John Poling and Brent Kendall. Luce is going to get a 5. Plus a DQ at 4:12 in the first period, and I can't help but feel that's reactionary because there's no ill intent at all, and you can't penalize Luce for being a good few inches taller than Nakagawa. Yes, it was a nasty hit, but it wasn't from behind. We're going to see it again. Well, there's the aftermath of it. Here it comes again. Luce did leave his feet. So that certainly could have been a factor. In the official's decision to assess a 5 and a DQ. But again, hard to say there was any ill intent there. It goes without saying, we hope Justin comes out of this okay. We doubt we'll see him back in action today, but definitely want to see him back in action sooner than later. So Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill time for the Blue Hens, who are down to 6 defensemen. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 24, Jay Luce. 5 minutes for interference plus a game disqualification. Time of the penalty, 4 minutes, 12 seconds in the first period. Luce, 5 for interference plus a game disqualification at 4:12. A minute gone on the penalty already. Puck out of play. The face-off coming to the right of Jacob Snellenberg as the replacement puck is brought in. Zerilli wins the draw for Stony Brook. Nikiforov to Mancini. Across the line, this goes to Nolan Town. Zerilli is net front. On the far side is Anastasio. Anastasio kept wide by Donor, tipping the puck toward the cage unawares. Snellenberg was forced to make the play on it. Around to Mancini, this comes through traffic. Shot was blocked. Donor got a piece of that in close. Sidoriak tried to clear, but this goes over the glass and out of play. Fresh legs on for both sides with 14 and a quarter to go in the first period. Hens clear. Will Gould and Eric Mark holding back on the defensive, while Diaz and DeBolt patrol the forward blue line. Nikiforov up the right wing board, steered by Mark below the goal. Now faces a shoulder from Gould. He is separated from the puck. It's tied up now in the near corner. Joining the battle is Nick Zerilli. Zerilli from the dot. That shot was wide, blocked up into the netting by Snellenberg for a pause. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Long and Greenberg will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Call the Law Office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-LONG to schedule your free consultation, or visit injuryde.com. Larson's shot, a one-hop that Snellenberg directed to the near corner. Still half of this major power play for Stony Brook. They've come out with a vengeance today after dropping 3 in a row to the Blue Hens so far this season. Long shot from Matt Minerva. Caught and held by Jacob Snellenberg. Face-off will come to his right. We'll see this on the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay. Minerva, long shot through traffic, caught and held by Snellenberg to keep the Seawolves scoreless, coming to the 7-minute mark of the opening period. Snellenberg some sort of dialed in these past few games, keeping a goals against average well under 2. Cross slot pass from Minerva to Rocco after faking the one-timer. Was caught by the Delaware defensive course. Sidoriak clogging up the slot. Looked like friendly fire in front as Larson's long shot from center point caught Mike Rocco on the doorstep. Hens again clear. 100 seconds left on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Blue Hens. Fresh legs on all round. Nikiforov up the right wing boards, gains the Delaware zone. Cross ice pass bothered by Doshin. Nikiforov protects at the line. Into the corner, Zerilli. Nikiforov leaves this high in the zone to Mancini. Delayed penalty coming up. Whistle sounds as Mark touches up. And with 12:06 to go in the first period, the Hens are going to go down a second man. High sticking on Eric Mark at the 7:54 mark. Of the first period, so another Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. At least as the official record shows. Down 5-on-3 for the next minute and 10 seconds. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 2, Eric Mark. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 54 seconds in the first period. And the Seawolves draw first blood with the 5-on-3 advantage. Power play goal coming 8:10 in the first period. As Nikiforov posted up net front to put the Nolan Town feed past Snellenberg on the doorstep. 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Into the opening frame. The minor comes down, 50 seconds remaining. On this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill, as Viktor Nikiforov gets his second goal of the season and puts the Seawolves on the board early in the first. Stony Brook goal, his second of the season, scored by number 23, Viktor Nikiforov. Assisted by number 5, Nolan Town, and number 21, Nick Zerilli. Time of the power play goal, 8 minutes, 10 seconds in the first period. Nikiforov's second from Town and Zerilli at 8:10. It was a power play goal. Donor trying to clear, could not get through Zerilli. Ruel has 5 seconds before he can join the action, serving the loose interference major. Hens are back to full strength. They've been outshot in the first 9 minutes and change, 8-3 by Stony Brook. Again, 5 minutes of that. The major power play on the loose hit that sidelined Nakagawa. Guido trying to clear. Sidoriak couldn't, walking through the slot and scoring. Was Anastasio to make this 2-1. To make this 2-0, I should say. I apologize. Anastasio did the heavy lifting to gain some space. It was Andrew Mancini who finished on the doorstep to give Stony Brook their second goal of the game. Nikiforov getting the secondary assist on this second Stony Brook goal after potting the first on the power play. Stony Brook goal, his third of the season. Scored by number 6, Andrew Mancini. Assisted by number 89, Frank Anastasio, and number 23, Victor Nikiforov. Time of the goal, 9 minutes and 42 seconds in the first period. Mancini's third from Anastasio and Nikiforov at 9:42. Liebold could not work through the middle. Will Gould held him up at the Delaware blue line. Mahoney bodied off the puck in open ice, trying to traverse the neutral zone. This comes back to the Delaware line, where Mahoney was held up by Liebold and De Palma launched into him. This is called offside with 10.5 minutes in the books in the first. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Delaware offside infraction. Forced play to start back up in neutral ice, but an icing against Stony Brook. Will set up for an attacking zone draw for the Blue Hens, looking to swing momentum in their favor with 9:25 to go in the first period, and a 2-0 deficit to try to erase. Still very much in reach, despite Stony Brook being able to set the tone early. Play whistle dead by John Pauling. A slash on Kazicki with 9:17 to go in the first period. Will send the Blue Hens to their first Carl Dubé power play of the evening. Find the perfect something special for your someone special with the help of Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 70, James Kazicki. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 43 seconds in the first period. Kazicki, 2 for slashing at 10:43. Guelph works the right boards. High to Donor. Guelph down low, Mahoney in the near corner. He flips the puck behind his back to Guelph, thrown net front. Rodriguez couldn't dig it free. Barnacow held the point. Centering pass from below the goal. Sailed beyond the reach of Mahoney, but he's got it now in the near corner after Donor protected the point. Riley Donor turns play to the near side under pressure from Anastasio. Guelph, stick checked by Zerilli, comes back down with the puck. Guelph walks in, he tries to snipe one from the dot. His shot was wide, but it ends up in the glove anyway of Scott Barnacow for a break in the action with 8 minutes, 14 seconds to go in opening period play. Stony Brook with a 2-0 lead over Delaware, and the face-off coming to the left of Scott Barnacow. Second power play wave in for Delaware, but Ivan Sidoriak is forced back deep into his own zone as Chance DeBolt was beaten on the attacking zone draw. Guido across ice to Tracy. He had the game-winning goal yesterday. Headman pass to Doshin gains the zone for Delaware. Sidoriak holds the near point off a failed Stony Brook clear. Hard shot in from Dominic Guido. was turned aside by Barnacow. 7:45 to go in the opening period. Hens looking to get at least one back here with 24 seconds left on their man advantage. Mancini winds up and clears. We could go to the pun department and say Mancini gunned that one up the left wing boards, but how many would have that? Seawolves back to full strength. Guido's shot from the top of the left circle was tipped wide by Barnacow, who is 6 for 6 in the save department, 13 minutes into the contest. Hens prolonging their attack. Guido is off, Gould is on alongside Donor, and a puck deflected into the netting out of action. Gives us a chance to catch our breath with 6:55 to go in the opening period. Stony Brook leading 2-0 over Delaware from Fred Rust Arena in their 4th and final regular season meeting this season. Face-off will take place to the right of Scott Barnacow. Between Infanger and Nikiforov. .13 gone in the period. Louis Ruel trying to cut through the slot, was stripped of the puck in low by Trezera. Here's Nikiforov in a 1-on-2 the other way. He's got some support astern. Shot about belt high was batted down, picked up by Louis Mathiruel. To Heitzhaus, the Buffalonian takes aim near side. Shot was wide into the glove of Barnacow for a pause in play. Attacking zone draw pushed into the near corner by Justin Guelph, but out come the Seawolves the other way. The back-checking Ryan Rodriguez caught up to the blue line to take the puck away from Rocco on that failed Stony Brook counterattack. Rocco back at his own half wall near side, leaves this to Kowalski. Kowalski plays it behind the cage to Larson. Back to Kowalski it comes, looking to pad a 2-0 Stony Brook lead. Kowalski up the near side, got tied up by Gould mid-zone. Puck is corralled by Tanner Mahoney and carried by Rodriguez up the left wing boards. He finds Guelph, he beats his man, shot, no, didn't get good contact on that whatsoever. Solid chance for the Hens to get one back, botched inside the hash marks. And those chances likely will be few and far between as Stony Brook has set the tone early to establish momentum through these first 14 and a half minutes. Snellenberg denied Town from distance. Mancini pushed in the far corner of his own zone. Leaves the puck back to his D partner Nolan Town. Minerva pressured near side, can't get free. This was thrown in by Diaz, but right into the path of Andrew Mancini patrolling the net front area. Mancini up the middle, pushed wide by DeBolt, was forced to hurry up on his breakout pass, but gaining the zone was Malik. Zerilli, confronted by Berg, found Eddie Molfetto in close. Well off the play, Molfetto and Straubinger exchanging a few crosswords and then some, not of the New York Times variety. Diaz with space, he ran out of it. He tried to backhand one past Barnacow on the doorstep. Collision in the net front area, puck held in by Sidoriak at the near point. He put one on a tee, but Diaz was boxed out by Town, and the Seawolves clear. 4.5 minutes to go in this opening period. Sidoriak takes a Trezera check off the puck. Drop pass to Diaz, net front feed. Sidoriak was bodied down. Delayed penalty coming up. It is whistled dead by John Poling, as Mateo Data touches up in the far corner, and the Blue Hens are headed back to the Carl Dubé power play with 4:12 to go in this opening period. Joey Trezera gets a 2-minute reprieve. Hens back to the Carl Dubé power play. At the 15:48 mark of period number 1. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 2, Joey Trezera, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 48 seconds in the first period. Trezera, 2 for slashing at 15:48. And more going on away from the play in the Stony Brook end. Nothing here to warrant a decrease in manpower. We don't think so anyway, as now Brent Kendall and John Poling get together to discuss the matter further. Face-off is going to come just above the Stony Brook blue line. No, it isn't. It's going back inside. The question afoot was face-off location. A net front scrum. Barnacow had to sprawl to make a save. Meckel is down in front. Guelph's shot is deflected up into the netting and out, and Pat Meckel is slow to get up net front. Mahoney trying to clear out some traffic as we're getting a little bit of bad blood here at Fred Rust Arena. Face-off moves to the near side of the Stony Brook zone with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the opening period. Stony Brook leading 2-0 over the Delaware Blue Hens. Minute and a half left on the power play. Guelph, Mahoney, Meckel, Donor, and Rodriguez. The 5 on for Delaware. This is ruled offside. Mahoney and Zerilli take the neutral zone draw with 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first. Meckel, the recipient of the breakout pass, walks in under pressure from Mancini. His shot rang off the post. Back this came to Donor holding the left point. He plays the carom shot to Guelph in the near corner, bothered by Mancini. Mahoney offering good puck support, protects for the Blue Hens. Guelph to Donor. Back it comes to Guelph. Rodriguez waiting net front, screening Barnacow. 50 seconds to go on the man advantage. This one sent through the slot by Riley Donor, beyond the reach of Mancini. Mahoney had to chase it down in the near corner. This to Rodriguez, tipped toward Meckel, but taken away by Nolan Town and pushed clear as far as center. Donor blocked it down. In comes Mahoney again. Fancy footwork, net front, no goal, that's off the crossbar, said John Poling. And Barnacow falls on the puck, and we've got another Donnybrook after the play between Rodriguez that. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch. Or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Face-off is going to come outside the blue line as a result of the post-whistle altercation. Trezera's got some company in the form of Town. Rodriguez off as well. This all at the 17:20 mark. Of the first period. So just 2 minutes on the board here on Town. And it looks to me like it's one of those situations where Town gets 4 and Rodriguez gets 2. As Steve Cannon is explaining to Chris Garofalo, somebody's going to have to serve the differential. Yep, that's exactly the case. As Christian Malik heads off to serve the differential. And it was Meckel. No, it was Rodriguez, given the single minor. So it's a 5-on-3 for the Blue Hens. For just 8 seconds, we're going to stay with the play. Guido's shot off the back end of the cage. He gets his own rebound in the corner. He walks this through the slot, tries to put one on the doorstep for DeBolt, but to no avail. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 5, Nolan Town. 4 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 17 minutes, 20 seconds in the first period. Town, double minor for roughing. Rodriguez, single minor for roughing. Both at 17:20 in the first period. 100 seconds to go in this first period, which has largely gone Stony Brook's way. But Delaware with some power play opportunities. Some of quality, some otherwise, but in any case, they're putting significant pressure on the Seawolves in the waning moments of the first period. 75 to go, 33 to go on the power play. Donor's shot through traffic. DeBolt couldn't tip it past. It was directed behind the net by Barnacow. Launched in again by Donor, but it hopped behind the cage. Mancini clears. Liebold couldn't cherry pick. A high hit on Diaz from DePalma in front of the scorer's table. And here comes Donor the other way. Long shot, caught and held by Barnacow for a break in the action with 37 seconds to go in the first period. And not a pretty first period by any stretch of the imagination. Faceoff comes to Scott Barnacow's left. Alex Infanger across from Matt Minerva. For the near circle draw, as the Hens look to prolong their attacking momentum to the final buzzer of the first period and hopefully get one in these closing seconds. Nikiforov to Kozicki up the right wing boards. He gained red before throwing the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Snellenberg tries to paddle it away. Louis Ruel winds up. He floats this clear. It's pursued by Chris Heitzhaus. Final 10 seconds of the period. Centering pass, tipped high. Ruel held the zone. Shot into traffic. Came back to Ruel at the corner. Taken away by Valenti. A mess of bodies net front. The horn sounds, and that will do it for the first period. The score through 20 minutes. Stony Brook Seawolves 2. Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll take a pause on the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll be back after the...
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Elegant. Luxurious. One of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the four-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. Welcome back to the Delaware Hockey Network. For 20 minutes, it's been Stony Brook 2-0, bouncing out to an early lead. Thanks to goals from Victor Nikiforov and Andrew Mancini. The first coming on the power play is Jay Luce. Was issued an early exit from the game. Just 4 minutes and 12 seconds into the proceedings. Second goal came from Andrew Mancini. Another net front putback. And now we're set to go for the second period. Puck is down, off in period number 2. Delaware, who had the upper hand on the face-off circle in the first period, winning the opening draw here in the second. Mahoney and Infanger strong in the circle for Delaware. Tanner Mahoney, 6 of 7 off the draw. Alex Infanger, fourth line forward, 4 of 6 in face-off through the first 20 minutes. If you're just joining us, Delaware moving right to left in the second period. Clad in their home whites, blue helmets, blue pants, blue numbers, blue sleeves, gold trim. Stony Brook and head-to-toe red moving left to right here in the second period with a 2-0 first period lead. Rodriguez centering pass sails past Guelph. It's controlled by Kowalski. Left behind to Larson. Flip now by Kowalski ahead to Kazicki on further. The pass to Anastasio didn't connect. Diaz pushes Kazicki. There we go. Words are hard sometimes, friends. Back to the Stony Brook line. bounces off the corner boards. Nolan Town eligible to rejoin play. And this will be an icing against Stony Brook. Referee Brent Kendall making sure that given the Nolan Town penalty, which was the double minors spanning the intermission, everybody was on the same page as to him being re-eligible to join action. Doshin could not reel in the breakout pass across ice. Ted Valenti wearing the 14, which once belonged to David Van de Zilver. Prolong this Stony Brook attack, another Snellenberg save. Turns momentum left to right, or right to left, I should say. Meckel tried to feed to Gould, crashing the net, but Gould couldn't get stick on puck in a congested slot. Tracy, checked off his intended path by Malik, is driven hard off his feet by Valenti in the near corner. Puck bounces up the far side. Meckel and Rocco converge right in front of the scorer's table. Puck skitters over the Delaware line. Hard shot from Malik. Batted down and away by Snellenberg. Sidoriak handles the rebound. Batted back by Molfetto in toward the corner. This is held in at the left point. Thrown toward the cage by Trezera, but he's met by a Snellenberg stick save. Tracy short to gain the center red stripe. Shovels the puck behind the Stony Brook goal and heads off for a change. This will be an icing against the Seawolves. 3 minutes and 13 seconds into the second period. Face-off will come to the right of Scott Barnacow, who was a perfect 12 for 12 between the pipes for Stony Brook in the opening frame. Zerilli and Mahoney take the draw to the right of Barnacow. Malik races past Red, launches the puck in from distance. Turned aside by Snellenberg to the far corner, brought down by Donor. He's got space near side. He launches this up ice. It hit Town's stick. Rodriguez couldn't reel it in at the Stony Brook blue line. Mancini caroms the puck up the near side, beyond the reach of Eddie Molfetto. And it's turned back the other way by Donor. Mahoney dropped past Rodriguez, cycled to Guelph. Looked like a flow drill developing there just inside the blue line, and the Guelph shot was off its intended target. This controlled in the corner by Rodriguez. Net front set up Tanner Mahoney. Canceled out on the doorstep by an aggressive save by Scott Barnacow, keeping Delaware's scoreless 4 minutes into the second period. The Town shot at the other end, bounced off the outside of the goal frame into the far corner, pursued by Mahoney. Tanner Mahoney protects this, works it to Justin Guelph, but it's poke-checked out of his control by Andrew Mancini and frozen by Snellenberg for a pause. Alex Infanger, star in the face-off circle in the first period, wins this draw, so he's 5 for 7 now on face-offs for Delaware. Puck floated forward to Chris Heitzhaus. He's steered by Kowalski into the far corner. Louis Ruel joins the battle, but emerging with the puck is Data, the lone goal scorer of yesterday's game for Stony Brook. Bulldozing back into Delaware territory, Larson let one loose from 35 feet. Snellenberg denies him from distance. Loose puck bounces in front of the cage again, controlled by Chris Heitzhaus and cleared up the right dots. Gloved down by Kowalski, heading back toward his own blue line. This volleyed across neutral ice. Mark throws it up the near boards, but beyond the reach of Heitzhaus. Ruel taken off his feet. Larson advances this up the middle. Liebold backhands the puck toward the cage. It's frozen by Snellenberg, and we've got a pause with 14:45 to go in period number 2 of a 2-0 hockey game. Advantage the Seawolves of Stony Brook University, looking for their first win over Delaware this season. They've dropped 3 straight, 2 at the rinks in December, and then yesterday's 2-1 decision, which went to the Blue Hens, who've won 5 straight coming into tonight. Dominic Guido, he shoots and scores! Guido goes top shelf blocker side on Barnacow, and the Hens are on the board. So 5 minutes and 27 seconds. Into the second period. Dominic Guido gets his 6th, and the Hens keep pouring it on. Cross slot pass from Sidoriak. Bounces off the near boards. Walked back the other way by Minerva. Frozen by Sidoriak. Face off in the near circle. We do have that goal for you queued up. Our replay engineer Oswald Bird got that ready. And we'll be sure to bring it to you at the next stoppage. Coming to the 7-minute mark. In the second period. Doshin ties up Malik, forces the turnover in the Delaware D zone. So Guido with his 6th of the year. Got the Blue Hens on the board. And back within a goal. A Delaware goal! His 6th of the season. Scored by number 38, Dominic Guido. Assisted by number 25, Chance DeBolt. And number 37, Cody Diaz. Time of the goal, 5 minutes, 27 seconds in the second period. Guido's 6th from DeBolt and Diaz at 5:27. And here's Guelph up the right wing boards. He finds Rodriguez at the top of the near circle, but his shot is batted down by Barnacow. 8.5 into the second. Guelph crashes the net, and he's denied on the doorstep. We're going to take you to the Delaware Sports Medicine instant replay of the Delaware goal from Dominic Guido. We're going to do that right now. As he rifled it top shelf past Barnacow. Again, 5.5 minutes. Into period number 2. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Ruel gave way to Larson. Here's Kowalski gaining red before flipping the puck into the near corner boards. Eric Mark had time and space before Kazicki swarmed on him. However, Mark couldn't complete the breakout. This shot from Trezera is held on to for a pause by Snellenberg. .55 to go in the second period. Hens back within 1. As Guido comes in for the draw to the right of Snellenberg. Sidoriak could not clear. A Minerva shot right into the glove of Snellenberg for another pause. Minerva off the Valenti feed, leaves this again to Trezera. Snelly was screened, but he made the save anyway. His 20th shot tonight, his 18th save. Guido brings the puck down, he flips this up ice. Glove down at the blue line by Diaz, but taken away from him by Trezera. Sidoriak kicks the puck to keep it in the neutral zone, but he's outmanned as Anastasio walked the puck in. Minerva leaves Trezera a hard shot from the top of the near circle. It is caught and held by Jacob Snellenberg for a break in the action with 10 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second period. Stony Brook with a 2-1 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. And the face-off comes to the left of Jacob Snellenberg, who froze play to enable a changing of the guard in the D zone. Tracy and Zerilli in for the face-off at the near circle in Blue Hen territory. Tracy, who played for Team Maryland in the Eastern Hockey League last year, steered the puck behind the net. This is flipped by Straubinger up ice. Doshin dodges a check from Mancini in the far corner. Meckel brings the puck back out the other side. Berg winds up, shot waffle boarded into the back netting by Scott Barnacow for a break with 9 minutes and 44 seconds to go in second period play. There's a 2-1 hockey game, Stony Brook with the advantage. Draw comes to Barnacow's left. He is 16 for 17 in the save department so far tonight. Zerilli up the right wing boards. Gains red before throwing the puck just wide of Snellenberg's office. Around this comes to Larson via Malik. Zone is lost on the pass back to Kowalski. Larson and Kowalski pull back to their own blue line. Everybody resets. Kowalski dodges a check from Doshin, but dumps the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Larson checked off of it by Meckel. On his horse up the near side is Tracy. Data leans in on him to the near corner. Tracy throws the puck toward the cage. This is batted up into the netting, out of play with 9:07 to go in the second. At a 2-1 Stony Brook lead, feeling ever more tenuous. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a darn thing. So, how do you get your voice above the fray in 2024? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital, the 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Learn more at 412communications.com. Rodriguez, cannon, off the backboards. Guelph couldn't bring the puck down. Mahoney scraps for it. Guelph leaves this to Gould at the right point. De Palma bodies him into the Delaware bench area. 2-on-1 after the turnover. Flubbing the shot was Liebold. Snellenberg able to make the save, and here come the Hens the other way. Tanner Mahoney pinched to the far corner by Trezera and steered behind the net. His stick lifted as play got physical behind the net. De Palma the other way to Data. Here's a 2-on-2. De Palma crashing the net. Tied up in close by Will Gould. Puck rolls to the near corner where Tanner Mahoney was able to angle toward it. Across to Mark. Mark flips the puck up the middle, but he couldn't connect with Rodriguez. Pass intercepted by Valenti. Valenti's entry is clear. His shot from 40 feet skied over the crossbar. It bounces off the backboards toward the 36s in front of the Stony Brook bench, and Data drove the puck in deep for the Seawolves again. Now Mahoney had the advantage getting to it. He risks it clear up the right side. Rodriguez, stick handles, surrounded by 4 Stony Brook defenders. He throws the puck behind the Stony Brook goal before coming off for a change. 7:50 to go in the second period. It's a 2-1 hockey game. Stony Brook leading Delaware at Fred Rust Arena, looking to end the season series with at least one win. Well, at most one win it would be anyway. This is frozen by Barnacow for a pause in play with 7:39 to go in period number 2. Delaware won the first 3 meetings between these two teams, including a 2-1 decision last night here at Fred Rust Arena. This shot from Donor was tipped wide in net front commotion. Sidoriak to Heitzhaus. Off the backboards, pursued by Ruel. Infanger. Ruel checked off the puck in the corner. Heitzhaus offering good support. He turns it over to Fess, but Fess is stood up by Donor before leaving the zone. Infanger comes to the aid of the alternate captain, and he backhands the puck off the corner boards. Far side. Hens change. Mancini advances this the other way to Nikiforov, but he bobbled the puck over the line. That opened the door for Sidoriak to try to start up a Delaware counterattack. Hens still in search of the equalizer. Sidoriak, pursued by Kazicki, chipped the puck off the backboards. Fess clears. Sidoriak, with those long, powerful strides, back to his own line, recovers. 6:37 to go in the second period. Cody Diaz walks in over the Stony Brook blue line. Pursued, he plays the puck behind the net, but couldn't connect with DeBolt. Guido couldn't control the puck. Straubinger holds it in at the left point, but barely so. DeBolt overpowered by Mancini in the far corner, and out come the Seawolves the other direction. Straubinger tried to tie up Minerva. Centering pass, fanned on by Frank Anastasio. He gets the shot away the second time, and this is held on to by Jacob Snellenberg for a break in the action with 6 minutes and change to go in the second period of a 2-1 game. Snelly with an A-grade save to keep his Hens within 1. Six and change to go in the second. Unfamiliar territory for the Blue Hens of late, playing while trailing. But they're doing well to keep the pressure on. Berg back in the neutral zone, waits for Doshin to tag up. Cross ice pass to Straubinger, who caroms the puck hard behind the Stony Brook goal, steadied by Barnacow. Overskated by Meckel, Doshin gains it. Doshin, met by a sea of red sweaters, was stripped of the puck by Anastasio. This is flipped up ice to Minerva, but batted down by Straubinger between the circles, and now controlled in the corner. Daniel Berg The Angelino works this ahead to Doshin, who takes a high hit from Anastasio in front of the Stony Brook bench. And Brent Kendall says, no, we're not having it. 5:08 to go in the second period. Rocco's going to go for roughing. And the Blue Hens are going to go to the Carl Dubé power play. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. When looking for the perfect something special for your someone special in Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Mahoney, Rodriguez, Meckel. Donor and Guelph. The 5 on the power play for the Blue Hens. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 26, Mike Rocco, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 14 minutes, 52 seconds in the second period. Rocco 2 for roughing at 14:52. Guelph won the far circle draw as play restarts. This goes into the netting and out. 4:42 to go in the second period. Minute 34 left on the man advantage for the Hens. Guelph wins the draw again over Liebold. Donor holds center point. He throws the puck in off Barnikow's pads. Rodriguez has to chase all the way to the near corner to control the rebound. Meckel to Mahoney behind the net. This comes back to Guelph, around the horn to Donor. Rodriguez, space at the top of the left circle. He bobbled the puck. That gave De Palma an opportunity to pounce on him. Mahoney checked off his feet by Town in the near corner. Still maintained the puck. Guelph steps up. Hard shot. Popped up in the air off the pads of Barnikow. 4 minutes to go in the second period. De Palma 1-on-2. Gets held up in the slot. Snellenberg makes the save. He and the back checking Riley Donor just got tied up there. They give each other a shoulder tap afterwards. Separate with zero ill will. How often do you see that? 3:54 to go in the second period. 46 seconds left on this Carl Dubé power play. DeBolt and Zerilli meet at the near circle in the Delaware zone, and the Hens are going to work back down ice for the second wave of this man advantage. Guido with a hard carom around to Tracy at the base of the Delaware bench. Doshin protects the puck behind the net. It comes back to DeBolt now. Guido across the line. Sidoriak. He throws one in from distance, but it's sticked up by Anastasio into the protective netting and out of play with 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. A 2-1 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Delaware with 22 seconds left on the man advantage to try to level the score. DeBolt and Zerilli. Here's Sidoriak, one-timers, sticked away by Barnikow. It comes back to Sidoriak. DeBolt is net front to try to field any rebound chances. He's joined now by Tracy. Guido could not control the puck. Zerilli pushes it past him into Delaware territory. Guido's got him tied up. Puck knocked loose. Stony Brook's back to full strength as we come to the final 3 minutes in the second period. Tommy Tracy looking to erase what's left of a Stony Brook lead. It stands at 2-1 after Dominic Guido put the Hens on the board at 5:27, but they've been silenced since by the Seawolves defensive core and netminder Scott Barnikow, who has stopped 21 of the 22 shots he's faced. This chance from high in the Delaware zone goes over the crossbar. Trezera The far side, caroms the puck behind the net. Valenti pushes in past Mark near side. He had some help in the form of Nikiforov, but ultimately to no avail. This puck is tied up right in front of us, and now walked by Luke Doshin into a 2-on-2. Doshin's shot was bothered by the back-checking Valenti, who hacked the stick of Doshin up into the air afterwards and quite got away with it. Ruel controls the puck in the neutral zone, foiling Fess's re-entry attempt for the Seawolves. Valenti rifles this from center back behind the Delaware goal. Snellenberg swats it to the far side, where Heitzhaus floats it clear up in the air. Ahead to Infanger, 2-on-1, whistle dead by Steve Cannon. This is offside. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Learn more at desportsmed.com. Strawbringer and Berg back at the Delaware line and then some. Berg advances this up the right wing boards. It comes back over the logo. De Palma couldn't reel in the puck fed toward him. Berg protects his own line. Strawbringer leaves this back to Daniel Berg. He'll try again up the far side. Stretch pass to Chris Heitzhaus. Heitzey in the far corner with 85 seconds to go. Could not maintain the Delaware attacking momentum. This comes back all the way into the Delaware zone, where Strawbringer bats the puck beyond the reach of Thomas Liebold. De Palma takes a shoulder from Strawbringer and is separated from the puck. Another Delaware offside, coming with 67 seconds to go in the second. Momentum shifting back in the Blue Hens' favor, with Mahoney taking the draw and driving the puck back into the Stony Brook end. Final minute of the second period. Cross-ice pass beyond the reach of Anastasio, swatted by Minerva off the backboards. Malik confronted by Sidoriak. Long shot, this came from the point, and Dylan Kowalski tipped offline into the near corner by Snellenberg. Anastasio hassled by Mahoney. Leaves this back to the point, again thrown in by Kowalski, just offline, but into Snellenberg's glove for a pause. Final half minute of the second period restarts in the Delaware end. This is cleared by Donor, taken away by Larson. That pass intended for Cody Diaz heading up toward the Stony Brook blue line. Minerva to Kowalski, back to Minerva. 17 to go in the second. Minerva holding the line. Looks shot briefly before dishing the puck to Malik. Larson winds up from distance. One hop was wide. Puck is loose in front of Snellenberg. Bringing it down is Diaz with 3 seconds to go. Diaz bodied down and a race to the puck with Larson, and that will do it for the second period. The score through 2 periods. Stony Brook Seawolves 2, Delaware Blue Hens 1. We'll be back after the second intermission on the Delaware Hockey Network.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. And Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Elegant. Luxurious, one of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities.
Make the 4-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own. Only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit
Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. Broadcast to social, print to digital, 412 Communications has the solution to get you heard. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back inside Fred Rust Arena. We're live on the Delaware Hockey Network, about to get the third period underway from Fred Rust Arena. The Blue Hens of the University of Delaware cut Stony Brook's lead in half in the second period, and it was this top shelf bottle rocket goal from Dominic Guido that put the Hens on the board. 5.5 minutes into the second period. And the Hens keep it going in the third. This healthy crowd at Fred Rust Arena certainly hopes so. Delaware beat Stony Brook in their first 3 meetings of the year. But they've got a goal to tie and 2 to get in the lead if they want to complete a regular season series sweep. The man of the hour for the Blue Hens, Dominic Guido, in for the opening draw. To start the third period, Brendan Fess in across from him. We're ready to go for the final period, and they're off. Working the puck up the left wing boards was Meckel into Stony Brook territory. Delaware far and away the leader in the face-off circle tonight, 31-17. That's nearly 2/3 of face-offs going the Blue Hens' way. Shots have been pretty much even, 23 aside now after that first one for the Blue Hens to kick off the third period. Barnikow's been good, 22 for 23 in the save department. Snellenberg pretty much on level pegging, 21 for 23 in terms of saves made. So solid net minding both ways. The early momentum shifted heavily in Stony Brook's favor though when Jay Luce was shown the gate early after a hit that took Justin Nakagawa out of the game. Just 4:12 into the first period. 2 Stony Brook goals, 1 on the power play from Victor Nikiforov, then Andrew Mancini following up a minute and a half later. Guido put a stop to the bleeding 5.5 into the second. Hens build up some momentum late in the second period, but they're still playing catch-up as the Seawolves protect their 2-1 lead. Kowalski up the left dots, gains center, flipping the puck in towards Snellenberg. He hustles off for a change. Steadying behind the Delaware net is Straubinger. To Tanner Mahoney, dodging a check from Zerilli, trying to protect the puck, but to no avail. Minerva flips this over the heads of Rocco and Straubinger back into the Delaware end. Zerilli pursues. Straubinger slams the puck off the backboards to Rodriguez, and here comes Tanner Mahoney into Stony Brook territory. He skates a tight circle to try to gain some space from Valenti. He dumps the puck in behind. He hustles off in exchange for some fresh legs. This shot from Will Gould near side is caught and held by Scott Barnikow for a pause and play. It won't be a shot on goal. It was headed wide of the near post, but it does gain a stoppage for the Stony Brook Seawolves, and Tommy Tracy is on for the attacking zone draw across from Zerilli. This one goes Stony Brook's way. Malik, angled by Gould, gets a shot away from 25 feet. It's held on to for the pause by Snellenberg. Face-off to Snellenberg's left coming up. 17 minutes and 38 seconds to go in regulation. Stony Brook with a 2-1 lead. Backhand from Eddie Molfetto into traffic. Trezera steered to the far wall, gets shoved off the puck by Meckel. Play is whistled dead. We had a puck out of play. This rolled off a Delaware stick, so it's going to stay inside the Blue Hen zone with 17:24 to go. Tracy's adversary, Mateo Data. Doshin gains control of the puck behind his own goal. He lofts it over the center logo. Fly puck caught by De Palma, glove down, advanced to Data, but beyond his reach, Mark plays it behind the net. Gould off his backhand, clears. This controlled by Meckel, now walked forward by Luke Doshin. Centering pass, Meckel's shot was bothered. Reaches to a halt after ricocheting off the backboards. Valenti body Doshin off the puck. It comes back to Valenti, Luke Doshin wreaking havoc in the far corner, cross-check down. The play continues on unabated. Sidoriak pinches through circles below the goal. He puts on the brakes. He dishes the puck to Tracy around the horn to Donor. He tries to throw one into traffic, but it's blocked down in the high slot. De Palma to Trezera. Shot saved by Snellenberg, and so too the follow-up. And some pushing and shoving away from the play between Sidoriak, whose face mask was grabbed, or rather his chest was grabbed, one or the other, by Liebold. What's going to go here? Tempers, gentlemen. Did we have a face mask, or did he have Sidoriak by the sweater? Hard to see from this perspective. Roughing both ways. So we're 4-on-4 at the 3:39 mark of the third period. Yep, face-off's going to come outside. Absolutely correct here. Coincidental Miners altercation after the whistle. This comes outside. And this is offside. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 71, Thomas Liebold. Delaware penalty to number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. Both guys 2 minutes each for roughing. Time of the penalties, 3 minutes, 39 seconds in the third period. Liebold and Sidoriak, 2 each for roughing at 3:39. So we're 4-on-4 for the next minute and 42 seconds. Donor could not clear off the cross-ice feed from Guelph in his own zone. This goes over the glass and out. 15:57 to go. Face-off will take place in front of the Delaware bench. Guelph and Kazicki. Just beyond 4 minutes into this third period. Gould to Donor. Ahead to Guelph, who gains the zone. Guelph hard shot over the crossbar off the back glass. Ricochets back beyond center. Gould had space to recover. 4-on-4 for the next minute 10. Gould caroms the puck into the far corner. It sailed beyond the reach of Rodriguez, controlled by Mancini. Guelph attacks him. Mancini pushes the puck up the right wing boards. Trying to take away his passing and shooting options was the back-checking Riley Donor. Mancini ends up in the near corner. Centering pass, Minerva double-teamed. Couldn't get a shot away. Puck is pushed loose. Corralled by Guelph. Rodriguez stays with the play. Shot off the pad of Barnacow. Up to the left point comes Straubinger to protect the zone for the Blue Hens. Half a minute remaining on the 4-on-4. Ryan Rodriguez gave way to Andrew Mancini. Up the left wing boards comes Data. Staying with him is Mahoney, trying to knock the puck out of his control. Berg was waiting deep in the Delaware zone to take away the shot lane. It comes back inside the Stony Brook line, but only just. Trezera and Larson play keep away. Puck is stripped by Tanner Mahoney and driven back into Stony Brook territory. We're back to 5-on-5. Trezera regains. Up the left wing boards, he carries the puck into the Delaware end. Centering pass to Data. Back it comes to Trezera, playing the body in the near corner with Straubinger, separating Mateo Data from the puck. Doshin gains red. He flips this high. The entry was good, says linesman Steve Cannon. Loose puck in the far corner. Trezera got to it, but Doshin at the far half wall pushes this into the Stony Brook bench and out of play with 13:51 to go in regulation. Stony Brook clinging to a 2-1 lead. This was actually ruled off a Stony Brook stick, so it's going to stay inside the Seawolves zone. Face-off to the right of Scott Barnacow, who is 23 for 24 in the save department. Do it again to Barnacow's right. Tracy and Zerilli. Puck is down. Tracy lowers a shoulder to try to box Zerilli out off the dot. He storms to the far corner. He's met there by Valenti, but he protects the puck. Donor throws one in off Barnacow's pads. Tracy net front, unable to track down the rebound. This one reeled in by Barnacow off the long shot. And covered up for a pause with 6.5 minutes in the books. In third period play, Stony Brook leading Delaware 2-1 from Fred Rust Arena in their final meeting this season. Face-off comes to the near side. Infanger and Minerva. Alex Infanger through the first 40 minutes of the game. 80% in the circle. Mahoney winning face-offs at a 75% clip. Here are a couple rapid-fire saves from Snellenberg, keeping Stony Brook just one goal in front, giving the Hens all the chances possible. But Delaware with their hands full, courtesy Scott Barnacow. Guido and Anastasio meet to Snellenberg's left for the following draw. As we near the 7-minute mark of the third period, long shot from Town was wide of the cage. Hens clear. Town pushed back to his own line. In comes Guido. Odd man rush. Guido couldn't hit DeBolt with the centering pass cleanly. This is turned over in the Stony Brook zone. Minerva challenged by Diaz, looking for a passing option. He leaves this to Mancini. Town walks the puck past center. He flips it off the corner boards. He and Minerva and Rocco all change. So does Mancini. Fresh legs on pretty much all around for Stony Brook. DeBolt leads the Delaware re-entry. No, he doesn't. This is offside. 12:26 to go. The Dubé name is synonymous with fine custom jewelry in Delaware and a 4-generation family tradition dating to 1895. Carl Dubé Jewelers also offers appraisal, design, resizing, and repair services. Find the perfect something special for your someone special with the help of Carl Dubé on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. Snellenberg with the save on Nikiforov. 12:10 to go. In period number 3, John Poling lost sight of the puck. He blew play dead. And the face-off takes place at the far dot for the restart. Fest body down by Mahoney. Coming away with the puck is Gould. This is cleared by Rodriguez, but beyond the reach of Guelph. Kowalski leaves it to Larson. Shoveled by Kazicki up the far boards off the headman pass in the neutral zone. Seawolves change. Guelph up the left dots. Comes barreling back into Stony Brook territory, but into a 2-on-3. Shot is stick checked up into the netting and out of play. With 11 minutes and 36 seconds to go in regulation. And indeed, it is 9 o'clock on a Saturday here in the Eastern Time Zone. Face-off coming to Barnikow's right. A hard shot from center is sticked away by Barnikow. Rebound hotly contested in the far corner. Guido and Doshin, rather Tracy and Doshin, vying for position alongside a pair of Seawolf defenders. Sidoriak holds the left point. He plays the carom shot behind the net. Stepping up is Riley Donor to tip the puck away from the reach of Valenti. Now Doshin's got it trapped at the kick plate, checked off of it by Valenti. Trying to walk forward was Data, but to no avail. Meckel hassled by De Palma at the near half wall. 11 minutes to go in regulation. Play whistled dead as this puck battle's going nowhere. And we've got a chance to catch our collective breaths and look ahead at what's to come on the Delaware Hockey Network in the next couple weeks. January 18th and 19th, the Hens host Rhode Island. And then January 25 and 26, the Pitt Panthers come to town. We'll have all of this action for you on the Delaware Hockey Network. Of course, get here if you can. If not, be sure to tune in for Blue Hen hockey coverage on the 412 in high definition all season long. 2-on-1. Malik, shot was rushed and wide. Mancini follow up, swiped clean by Ruel to the far corner. It's played behind the net, around to Donor. The near half wall, that's Chris Heitzhaus playing the body on Malik away from the puck. Sidoriak regains to Louis-Mathieu Ruel. He flips this up ice to Buffalonian Chris Heitzhaus, who 5 feet above the blue line backhands it into the near corner of the Stony Brook zone. Infanger pursues the puck. The other Blue Hens change. Mancini pressured by Diaz, who's on fresh behind the net. This is worked up the far boards, bobbled at the line by Christian Malik, now across to town. Flipped up into the slot. It bounces wide of Daniel Berg. Gould up the right wing boards, regains. Cross ice pass, ricochets off the far wall. Delayed offside was signaled, so DeBolt couldn't play it on. Diaz holds his own line. He gives way to Anastasio at center, lowering the shoulder chance. DeBolt emerges with the puck, draws the penalty, and the Blue Hens are headed to the Carl Dubé power play. .9:39 to go in regulation. A prime chance coming up for Delaware as Larson heads off. So Carl Dubé power play time for the Blue Hens. And some line change controversy. Chris Garofalo pleading his case. Larson is off for an elbow. And the Hens trying here for the equalizer. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 16, Owen Larson. 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 21 seconds in the third period. Larson, 2 for elbowing at 10:21. Puck went out of play off the initial draw to kick off this Carl Dubé power play. Hens resetting now with Guelph working the top of the right circle. Donor leaves this to Rodriguez. Cross-lot pass. Guelph throws one in. It is sticked high into the netting behind Barnacow for a pause with 9:16 to go. Face-off migrates to the near circle. Guelph and Liebold in the near circle. Mismatch goes in Delaware's favor, and that's exactly how this pans out. Donor to Guelph, to Mahoney in the near corner. He walks the line, posting up net front is Pat Meckel. The one-timer from Rodriguez was botched. Rodriguez bodied down, trying to bring the rebound into control. Guelph again to Mahoney. Guelph around to Donor, center point, thrown in close. Mahoney got stick on puck, but he couldn't redirect it past Barnacow. 8:50 to go in regulation. A minute and change remaining on this Carl Dubé power play for the Blue Hens. Justin Guelph to Donor, across to Rodriguez. Shot blocked by Trezera. Getting the rebound was Thomas Liebold, and he caroms it up the near side, but Guelph steps up to the half wall to protect for Delaware. Donor, another cannon off the back glass behind Barnacow. It bounces to Rodriguez in the far corner. Donor again to Rodriguez. He throws this off the backboards. Meckel, pressured by Trezera, controls the puck in the far corner. Stepping up, Rodriguez gives good support. Below the goal, this goes to Mahoney. Net front feed, Rodriguez couldn't put one on net. He did, but Barnacow had the last word. Again, Guelph. This power play unit's been on for 100 seconds. The Meckel wrist shot off the headman pass was wide. Mahoney slows the pace down a little bit in the near corner, trying to set up an A-grade chance. Guelph again to Donor. Guelph throws one in. He shoots and scores! The Storm strikes with 7:47 to go. Justin Guelph puts the Blue Hens back on level pegging. And here it comes on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Guelph all the way from downtown Wilmington launches one past Barnacow, and we are all knotted up, 2 aside in Newark. A power play goal for Justin Guelph, good for his 10th of the season. And we're all even. Kazicki the other way. Snellenberg says no siree. Oh, Delaware goal! His 10th of the season. Scored by number 21, Justin Guelph. Assisted by number 18, Riley Donor, and number 36, Tanner Mahoney. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 13 seconds in the third period. Guelph's 10th from Donor and Mahoney at 12:13. And the Blue Hens are right back to the Carl Dubé power play. As Brendan Fess goes off for a trip. Go on the advantage with Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. When looking for the perfect something special for your someone special, in Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé. So Justin Guelph breathing new life into this Blue Hens attack. Wipes away what was left of the Stony Brook lead. We're all tied up 2-2. Sidoriak through traffic, puck is loose in front. Barnakow scrambles and he makes the save. Stony Brook penalty was assessed to number 77, Brendan Fess. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 2 seconds in the third period. Fess, 2 for tripping at 13:02. Hens with another minute and a half, give or take, with the man advantage. Prime opportunity to get another. Polling says no goal, that it was played in by a high stick. No goal. High stick on the puck. And we're going to see it again here. Said Doshin had the high stick. So this comes back into the neutral zone, play restarts. 6 and change to go. Ivan Sidoriak pulls back behind his own goal. Fresh legs on for the Hens. Guido, Mahoney, Guelph, and Meckel. Guelph with the game-tying goal. Meckel's net front. Sidoriak to Mahoney on the doorstep. He bobbled the puck briefly but held on to control. Donor around the horn to Guido. Mahoney high slot, opens fire into Barnakow's pads. Meckel couldn't bring down the rebound, and the Seawolves clear. 5:15 to go in regulation. A 2-2 hockey game. Time and space for Trezera. He flubs the breakout pass. Guelph brings it down after Meckel bothered the chance out. Zerilli gives way to Guelph. Zerilli lays a shoulder on Guelph, taking him off his feet. Delayed offside against Delaware. Rodriguez couldn't play the puck legally. Donor recovers and pulls behind his own goal. Anastasio, the forechecker for Stony Brook. 4:40 to go in regulation. 2-2 the tie. Stretch pass intended for Meckel is controlled by Larson. Left to Trezera. Mancini nearly stripped of the puck by Heitzhaus. Ruel waits. He walks in. The Stony Brook side back to full strength with 4:15 to go. Wrapping around behind the net was Mahoney, but to no avail. Straubinger takes a check in the far glass. He caroms the puck around behind the cage. It comes to Gould, working the short boards near side. Gould, Straubinger, he winds up, shoots in traffic. Puck is batted down and now flipped across ice to the near side into the path of Anastasio. Getting it there was Mike Rocco. Inside the final 4 minutes of regulation. A 2-2 hockey game from Fred Rust Arena. Minerva couldn't control the outlet pass over the center logo. Diaz comes barreling back the other way. The other Hens change. Diaz flips the puck off the backboards. DeBolt steps up now to engage Mancini and force a hurry-up breakout. Nikiforov could not connect with Kazicki above the Delaware blue line. This comes back into Stony Brook territory. We're down to the final 200 in regulation of a 2-2 game from Fred Rust Arena. Stony Brook looking to get one win in this 4-game season series with Delaware, whereas the Blue Hens needing one more goal to complete the sweep of the Seawolves this year. Diaz, after gaining the zone, tips the puck behind the Stony Brook goal. Another changing of the guard. Very short shifts for Delaware. And a trip signaled here against the Blue Hens with 2 minutes and 54 seconds to go. And Pat Meckel's going to go for it. That felt a little soft, admittedly, from up here, but in any case, the Blue Hens will head to the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill, and that changes the complexion of the end of regulation in a big way. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Delaware penalty was assessed to number 11, Pat Meckel. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 6 seconds in the third period. Meckel 2 for tripping at 17:06. Hens clear with 2:23 to go. Larson to Kazicki on the breakout. To Mancini, rather, to Larson at the point. Larson one-timer blocked by Alex Infanger, and he clears. Final 2 minutes of regulation. DeBolt, Diaz, Gould, Sidoriak. The quartet of Delaware penalty killers. Mancini's going to start this up from behind his own goal for Stony Brook. To his right, and Nick Cirilli barreling into the Delaware zone, but tied up by Diaz at the half wall. Puck laid loose at the base of the Delaware bench, where DeBolt pushed it clear. We've entered the final 100. Nikiforov tied up by Diaz, right at the center line. Emerging with the puck is Cody Diaz, bodied down from astern by Mancini. Meanwhile, up ice comes Anastasio. He sets up a shot in the slot from Nick Cirilli, which Snellenberg had the answer for. Cirilli to Mancini. Diaz tries to take away the shot lanes. This is flipped back to Town. Around it comes to Nikiforov, far side. Minute 5 to go. Town launches the puck in, and this is frozen by Snellenberg for the pause with 61 seconds remaining. Face-off will come to Snellenberg's right, as both teams reset. Eight seconds to go. On this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. And the Hens get through unscathed. Straubinger and Donor hold the blue line. This entry ruled onside. A dump and change for Stony Brook. Guelph to Mahoney. Drop pass. Guelph top of the right circle. He tried to put one on a tee for Rodriguez, but that pass didn't connect. Final half minute of regulation. Lofting the puck out of the Stony Brook zone was Matt Minerva. Donor pulls it back to his own line. Stretch pass to Guelph. Final 15. Rodriguez. Off the backboards, beyond the reach of Guelph. This is taken away by Kowalski. Malik up the middle. Sidoriak tries to claw game up. Kazicki's shot was blocked. Final 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to overtime. At the end of regulation, the score is Stony Brook 2, Delaware 2. Regulation shots on goal. Stony Brook 32, Delaware 32. We now move to a 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime. Teams will change ends for this overtime. It is a sudden victory overtime. The next goal is the game-winning goal. Good luck to both teams. Nothing like overtime to get the heart rate going, is there? This game has had just about everything you can ask for. Solid goaltending, dramatic goals, bone-crushing hits. And we're absolutely delighted to have all of you along for the ride with us here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Snellenberg with 30 saves. Barnakow with 30 saves. Steve Cannon with the face-off. Kowalski, Larson, and Kazicki on for Stony Brook. Sidoriak, Guelph, and Rodriguez on for the Blue Hens. 3-on-3, sudden victory overtime. Pitter-patter, let's get at her. Puck is down, they're off. Hens win the draw. It is Sidoriak. Up the right wing boards. Into Stony Brook territory, steered behind the net by Kowalski. Guelph pulls back to his own blue line and will try to beat Kazicki in. Rodriguez lines up a shot. It is skied into the netting, out of play. New skaters on both sides. Face-off goes to the right of Stony Brook netminder Scott Barnakow, who's had a heck of a game. Both of these netminders have 30 saves apiece. Mahoney and Minerva for the draw. Guido and Donor also on for Delaware. Malik and Town, the other Stony Brook skaters on this second shift. The shot from Donor was wide. Guido and Malik scrap for the puck near side. Guido below the net, steered by Town to the far corner, stays on his edges, paves away to the net. He tries to jam one past Barnakow, but Barnakow says no. Here this comes again on the Delaware Sports Medicine Instant Replay. Guido with space galore up the line. Tries to jam one in net front. But Scott Barnakow had other ideas for save number 31 on the night. Stony Brook wins this draw. 3:45 to go. Data, Larson, Mancini. Gould, Doshin, and Tracy on for Delaware. Andrew Mancini tries to change direction to skate past Tracy, but he's into a 1-on-2. Mancini leaves this to Data in the far corner. Back to Mancini at the line. Puck is popped up in the atmosphere off the stick of Will Gould, and that sends Stony Brook off their first attack in this extra frame back to their own zone. Larson risks the puck behind the net to Mancini, up ice, bobbled by Data. Pouncing is Doshin to gain the puck after Data's mistake in the neutral zone. Tracy pulls back to his own line along with Sidoriak. Doshin heads off. Rodriguez takes his place. 2:45 to go in overtime. It's a 2-2 deadlock from Fred Rust Arena and a well-played game by Blue Hens and Sea Wolves alike. Sidoriak could not get past Barnakow here. Draw coming to Scott Barnakow's left after his 32nd save. These goalies have been excellent all game long. Rodriguez up the middle with space, sticked at from behind by Kazicki. Good stick-on-stick contact, disrupted the shot, legal the whole way. And again, freezing for the pause was Scott Barnacow, here with 2:16 to go. DeBolt wins the draw across from Anastasio. Straubinger holds the line. DeBolt in the far corner. Changes places with Straubinger and works high. This around to Straubinger now in the near corner. Anastasio pins him below the goal. Cody Diaz working back the other way. Finds DeBolt at the near half wall. Minute 50 to go in the extra frame. DeBolt, long chance off the far boards. Picked up by Diaz, and he'll pull back. Diaz joined by Donor and Guido. Here's the re-entry from Riley Donor. He stick handles to enable Tanner Mahoney to get some time to situate. Mahoney in the near corner, sticked at by Town, lost the puck. 80 seconds to go in the overtime. Town heads off. Minerva, pressured by Mahoney in the Stony Brook zone. Pushes the puck up the left wing boards, in over the Delaware stripe. Shot, Snellenberg with the stick save. Puck is tied up in the near corner, controlled now by the Blue Hens. 1 minute to go in overtime. Mahoney is off. Rodriguez on. Guido pressured by Data in the Delaware zone. Leaves this to Rodriguez. The breakout pass tipped by Guido in over the Stony Brook line. He comes off for a change. Stretch pass the other way. On the stick now of Data. Sidoriak plays the body on him, forced the turnover. And this is worked over the line by Sidoriak. But he tumbles just over the stripe. Guelph sweeping in. Tries to dig the puck free. He does. But pouncing as well was Data. This batted in over the Delaware line again. 15 seconds to go. Sidoriak, Guelph, shot, no, it was wide. My goodness. Solid chance there from Justin Guelph. He botched the angle, Data's gonna hold, and we are headed to a shootout. At the end of overtime, the score remains Stony Brook 2, Delaware 2. Final shots on goal through overtime. Stony Brook 32, Delaware 36. We now progress to a three-man shootout. As if this night weren't dramatic enough. Our associate executive producer is Molly Jo Rosen. Our assistant producer is Broadway Joe Sindoni. Our videographer is Sydney Butler. And the first shooter for Delaware is going to be Dominic Guido. We're going to take inside the glass, and we're all going to watch this together. Shooting first for Delaware, number 38, Dominic Guido. Off his backhand, he dekes. Denied by Barnacow. Shooting first for Stony Brook, number 29, Matt Minerva. Minerva right up the middle. Puts on the brakes. Pops one into the top corner past Snellenberg. Shooting second for Delaware, number 18, Riley Donor. Donor straight in. Now comes left side, Barnacow blocks down the angle and makes the stick save. Shooting second for Stony Brook, number 2, Joey Trezera. This for the game. And Trezera goes top shelf to give the Stony Brook Seawolves the 3-2 shootout win over the Delaware Blue Hens. Tonight's final score, by virtue of a shootout, Stony Brook Seawolves 3, Delaware Blue Hens 2. The game-winning goal in the second round of the shootout, correction, in the first round of the shootout, credited to number 29, Matt Minerva. We'll take a quick break on the Delaware Hockey Network. We'll come back with the Sid's 3 stars of the game in just a few moments.
Elegant, luxurious, one of a kind. Since 1895, the Dubé name has embodied these very qualities. Make the 4-generation Dubé family tradition of fine custom jewelry your own, only at Carl Dubé Jewelers on Concord Pike in Wilmington. In Delaware for diamonds, it's Dubé.
Recovery from an on-the-job injury or car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Long and Greenberg can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Long and Greenberg at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Fans, it's time for the Sid's 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Today's 3rd star with 34 saves in net for Stony Brook, number 1, Scott Barnacow. Today's number 2 star with a goal for Delaware, number 38, Dominic Guido. And the number 1 star of the game with the shootout game-winning goal for the Stony Brook Seawolves, number 29, Matt Minerva. So that will do it for us on the Delaware Hockey Network. Tonight's final score, as mentioned, Stony Brook Seawolves 3, Delaware Blue Hens 2. Stony Brook improves to 5-10-2 on the year. The Blue Hens 10-6-2 after the shootout loss in what was just a terrific back-to-back, end-to-end nip-tuck battle all the way for both of these teams. Thank you all for joining us here on the Delaware Hockey Network all weekend long. Hens back in action against Rhode Island next weekend, Friday and Saturday, and then Pitt completing the Hens' 6-game homestand. Right down to the bitter end, Seawolves prove victorious. Trezera didn't have the game-winning goal, but it was this one that put it away for the Stony Brook Seawolves, who defeated Delaware 3-2. Thanks for joining us on the DHN. We'll see you soon.